Breaking news mga kababayan. Update po kay General Bato. Merong revelasyon na balita si Attorney Israelito Torion. General Bato biglang dumating sa Senado. Nagkagulo na. Dadakpin na ni Rimulya. Totoo kaya ito mga kababayan? Dahil meron na nga pong ICC warrant of arrest itong si General Bato. Ito po ang revelasyon ni Torion kung nasaan na ba talaga. Kasi sabi, pag pumasok itong si General Bato, dadakpin agad. Nasaan ba si General Bato? May pasabog po si Marcoleta dito. Panoorin nyo hanggang dulo mga kababayan kasama ni Torion.
Where is Senator Bato de la Rosa? The lawmaker has skipped the Senate session since November 11 after Ombudsman Boying Remulla claimed the International Criminal Court has actually issued an arrest warrant against the senator. Amid his continued absences, De La Rosa's camp is hoping for the public's understanding, saying his personal safety is at stake. Let's get on point with the senator's legal counsel, Attorney Israelito Torion. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, to clarify, you are officially the counsel of Senator De La Rosa.
As well as PRRD and the petition for certiorari pending before the Supreme Court.
Yes, and what about the Vice President?
Well, I'll help her in a way in the impeachment complaint filed against her, and I filed a petition for certiorari against the impeachment complaint filed against her, and I think we won in that case.
Okay. And then, sa usapan po namin kanina, taga Davao pala si attorney.
Yes, yes.
Doon po kayo nagkakilala.
Oo, opo.
And
Doon
you were
po ako
also
lumaki.
practicing in
Davao. I'm a law dean in Jose Maria College Law School, which is beside the airport, and I grew up in Davao City.
I see.
And
Okay.
in Davao del Sur. Yes.
So, the question of the day, where is Senator Bato de la Rosa?
I do not know.
You sound like Attorney Rondain.
Yeah. I have to give that honest answer simply because of the fact that I really do not know. And I do not want to know also because Senator De La Rosa just want really clarification as to what would be the national legal procedure as to how surrender should be implemented in our country. You know, Ma'am Corina, I studied the ICC and I found out that even Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Canada, all of such countries, overwhelming number of states have national legislation on how to effectuate Part 9, which includes surrender. Under Article 89. Ang Pilipinas lang ang walang implementing legislation as to how we will implement surrender.
Surrender to whom?
Surrender to the ICC.
To the ICC.
Yes, under Article 102 of the Rome Statute, it defines yung pag-surrender mo pursuant to that statute. It is actually the delivering of a person by a state to the ICC pursuant to the statute. Eh, hindi na tayo miyembro ng ICC eh. Kaya nga, yan ang problema natin ngayon. Do we have the obligation to surrender? I say no. Kung merong magsabi na yes, pwede kami magdebate, i-set natin yung parameters ng debate. Okay ako dyan. Kasi under the Rome Statute, wala na tayong obligation to surrender because this is a vertical relationship between the ICC and the Philippines, which is opposed to a horizontal relationship, which is extradition, which is state to state. Pag vertical relationship daw, according to Judge Prost, an ICC judge who was actually the drafter of Part 9 of the Rome Statute, there is no more obligation kung hindi ka na party dito. Eh, wala na tayo, hindi na tayo party last March 17 of 2019.
Right.
So, wala na obligation to surrender him.
So you do not subscribe to the argument that the supposed crimes against humanity were committed during the time when we were still part of the Rome Statute?
Well, I have to put that in context. We should relate that with Article 127 of the Rome Statute. It states that there may be residual jurisdiction, that is the term used, if the crimes were committed from March 2011 up to March 17 of 2019, provided such were under consideration by the ICC. It is our humble stand that under consideration, that term means that it was already under consideration by the pre-trial chamber. Pero dito po, March 17, 2019 tayo, effective na wala na. March 2021 lang nag-apply yung prosecutor for authorization to conduct investigation. September 2021 lang nag-grant ito. So kung baga, hindi naman po pwede eternal na yung jurisdiction ng ICC dito so long as the crimes were committed from 2011 to 2019. Meron tayong functioning courts, meron tayong functioning prosecution system. So any crimes committed after March 17 of 2019 or any crimes even if committed within 2011 to 2019, dapat dito sa Pilipinas. Kung dito yan sa Pilipinas, i-answer natin yan. Walang problema.
So your arguments for FPRRD apply also to Senator Bato de la Rosa?
Precisely. Especially insofar as surrender is concerned. Kasi dito stricto masyado, vertical relationship nga. According to Judge Prost, if it is vertical relationship, pag hindi na tayo miyembro, wala ka ng obligasyon mag-surrender.
But did not the ICC already claim jurisdiction over the case of FPRRD?
But that is pending now in the appeals chamber. The question on jurisdiction is still pending in the appeals chamber, which is actually our added argument. If the issue on jurisdiction is still pending before the ICC, why would the ICC issue an arrest warrant? And why would the Ombudsman announce that to the public when under Article 87, Paragraph 3, request for cooperation is supposedly confidential?
Confidential.
Kaya nga, nagtataka tuloy kami. Baka sinadya ito para mag-lessen na yung supporter ni VP Sara para kung may impeachment complaint, maliliit na yung boto niya. Of course, pwede ako magkamali niyan kasi speculation lang po yan.
Oo, kasi hindi ba natatakot si Ombudsman sa ICC na nag-iimbento siya na may arrest warrant, wala naman pala.
Kaya nga nag-motion ako to compel for him to produce kasi nandun daw sa kanyang software. Ang argument ko naman yan, kailangan i-produce yan. Kasi kung i-produce yan, may clear and urgent necessity na yung prayer namin for TRO. May warrant na eh. Yun yung issue natin. Do we have the legal obligation to continually cooperate even if we are no longer a state party to the Rome Statute? So kung may warrant niya, may clear and urgent necessity. So maintindihan ko naman bakit inoppose yung production noon. Kasi kung meron yun, baka pagbigyan na kami ng Supreme Court at isyuhan talaga kami ng warrant, ng TRO.
Ng TRO.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not there yet.
I'm not
You're still
there
waiting
yet.
on the habeas corpus.
I
Habeas corpus
filed
of the
the very first petition, the certiorari petition, which we filed prior to the illegal delivery of PRRD to the ICC. Remember, yung nasa gilid na lang ako nagnotaryo kasi nagmamadali kami.
Right.
We filed the petition at 4:16, if my memory serves me right.
So how is that coming along?
Well, it is still pending, and we are hoping and praying on bended knees that our prayers would be granted because indeed it would be a sacrifice towards our sovereignty if we will surrender a Filipino citizen at that to a foreign court where our courts are still functioning. It is an insult to us, as a matter of fact, because our courts are functioning, the prosecution system is healthy, then why would we surrender our own citizen to a foreign court when our courts are working?
So what happened to the former president? Is it very irregular compared to how it's done in other countries where they have a procedure
Yes,
in place?
as a matter of fact, maski anong English pang gamitin doon, illegal talaga yun. Kasi overwhelming state practice, I cited already, let us, Austria, Canada, even Germany, no? Other states, 50 50 states transformed the ICC rules on surrender and cooperation schemes under Part 9 of the Rome Statute into domestic legislation. Why? Because this follows the principle of legality, where if you deprive a person of his liberty, then the rules of procedure must be identified and clarified. Wala tayo dito eh. Ang competent judicial authority, anong korte yun? Hindi pa nga natin alam kung anong korte, hindi yun defined. Pwede ba mag-pre-trial? May preliminary conference pa? Wala. Pwede ba maka-bail? Hindi rin
O yan mga kababayan, ano bong sinasabi ng mga Pilipino na naninindigan po sa katwiran? Time for Bato to pay for his crime. Ay, mga loyalista nga ito mga kababayan. Very nice issues. Both are absolutely clear and concise. Brilliant people indeed. Lawyer and a nice lady for Miss Corina. Sino maniniwala sa iyo na hindi mo alam na saan si Bato? A debate with Attorney Torion. Hindi bali surrender kung walang ya at mamamatay tao. Ay mga ano ito. Mga loyalista nga yung mga nagko-comment. Tuloy pa natin.
Saan sa ating rules of procedure. So kung wala tayong rules of procedure yan, wala tayong law, tayo lang ang very unique in the entire world na tayo lang ang bansa na willing na isurrender yung ating citizen.
Na walang pagliliti sa sariling bansa.
Walang pagliliti sa sariling bansa. Lahat ng miyembro, overwhelming state practice. No? 50, may listahan ako dun sa aking, sa aking Facebook. Nilista ko lahat ng mga, dun, yung mga countries dun, na meron talaga silang national legislation. Even Canada. Sa Canada, bago may ICC warrant, hindi yan siya self-executing. Ipdaan mo muna sa korte at yung korte mag-issue ng Canadian arrest warrant. Sa Austria naman, daan ka naman ng korte. Yung Ministry of Interior ang mag-issue ng warrant sa kanila. So Germany naman, ganun din. Magdaan ka muna ng korte at saka German arrest warrant yung mag-issue. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ko, yung application ng Rule 39, Section 48 of the Rules of Court, akin to a foreign judgment, recognize mo muna siya, petition for recognition of foreign judgment. That has basis.
Okay.
So tayo lang ang pinaka-unique talaga na willing na i-surrender natin, ipakidnap natin yung ating citizen. We are very unique and the persons who allow that to happen will be crucified in history.
Okay, we'll take a short break on that point. We will continue our discussion with Attorney Israelito Torion when we return. Stay tuned, this is On Point.
So yan po yung mga balita mga kababayan. Naku po, matindi po itong mga pasabog na ito. Nasaan ba si General Bato? Bali-balita kasi nandun sa Pampanga. Doon nagkakape sa may kapehan ni General Bato. Kasi nga naman, syempre, nagsalita na si Attorney Torion na merong merong warrant of arrest. Torion, para bang ginawa mo wala alam ang ICC? Ay mga mga loyalista nga. Sir, dami mong sinasabi, ikaw din ang nagsabi na wala si Kibuli sa compound, di ba? Ayan mga kababayan. Wala na talagang hustisya sa Pilipinas. Ginawang tanga ang mga Pilipino. Ibang klase pag ngagba, sabi ni Mario. Mga kababayan, nagiinit po ang mga usapin ngayon. Nasaan ba si General Bato? Matindi po itong usapin na ito, mga kababayan. Tuloy pa natin.
Experience the
Tuloy pa natin mga kababayan. Ano ba ang mga sinasaad ni Attorney Torion
joy of great dinner.
Panoorin po natin. Ito po. Panoorin pa natin.
And welcome back. Still with us, Senator Bato de la Rosa's legal counsel, Attorney Israelito Torion. For all of those who just joined us, he does not know where his client is. and he does not want to know.
Yes.
But at what point do you think will he surface or be willing to be interviewed at least?
If the rules of procedure, if there is a law already that would define the parameters of surrender, because under Article 102 of the Rome Statute, it is clearly defined there. And if that happens, or if the Supreme Court would issue us a TRO, no?
On that ICC warrant?
Yes, on that.
If it exists.
If it exists, yes. Perhaps Senator Bato would finally surface because the public should understand that it is his personal safety which is at stake here.
Right.
Note that if you go to the ICC, you could no longer question how jurisdiction over your person was acquired because they have that principle and we respect that. So the only option perhaps on the part of Senator Bato is he has to protect himself. The government should clarify the rules of procedure as to how to implement surrender, and if that is clarified, he will.
So does he feel that he is a victim of politics?
Yes, of course, certainly, certainly.
And this is the main reason he's not like immediately automatically cooperating.
Because, Ma'am Corina, imagine, the proceedings are supposedly, the processes are supposedly confidential. Why would the Ombudsman reveal that when under Article 87, Paragraph 3, that is confidential? There must be a purpose behind it. So that alone would signal an abused mind would think that there may be more than this. So you could not fault Senator Bato. Pero magsusorry pa rin kami na absent siya, pero bantayan nyo rin yung ibang mga senador din dyan. Anong isa nga, November pa, wala. Hindi naman ninyo pinansin. Yung mga congressman nga dyan, ang daming absent eh. Hindi naman nyo pinansin. Bakit naman yung kliyente ko? Of course, lovable naman talaga siya. Kaya mamiss siya siguro.
Pero do you agree that he should not be receiving his pay? No work, no pay daw dapat ang mga senador.
The person who can answer that would be the Senate authorities, not me. But I hope and pray that they will also consider the personal circumstances upon which my client have been placed in.
Magkano ba ang sweldo ng senador?
Yan, hindi ko alam, ma'am.
Hindi mo rin alam.
Hindi ko nga alam.
Let's Google it. Ha? 300,000 a month. Okay, ang galing ng floor director natin. Oy, that's hefty. That's a big amount. So if he's not, but if he isn't participating, so maybe he really shouldn't receive his pay.
He is actually participating through his staff.
Oh.
The administrative functions are continuing. It is only the physical presence which is not there.
Right.
So in a way, he is still performing his functions. But if you want to be, very strict about it, okay, I give it.
Okay, so he is not considered a fugitive. Is he considered a fugitive?
No, a fugitive can only arise if there is a Philippine warrant of arrest. The first requirement would not even comply, so he is not a fugitive. He is just a person who is making himself unavailable, not a fugitive.
Ayun, okay. So, unless the Philippine government issues the warrant of arrest, then he is not considered in hiding. Because there isn't a warrant of arrest from the ICC either.
There is no Philippine warrant of arrest. So, yung latest decision of the Supreme Court would not apply to him.
Okay. So, just to depart briefly from Senator De La Rosa, I'm sure he's watching us right now. Hi, Sen.
Hello.
Okay.
Boss. Ng gabi.
Okay. Bayan Chairperson Teddy Casino said they are set to file a new impeachment complaint against VP Sara. When will this end?
Kaya nga eh, sabi naman, bakit ba iniinitan nila si VP Sara eh? Ang daming pera nating nawawala, trilyones na nga yun sa flood control scam eh. Ito, maski ang COA, hindi pa nga nag-issue ng definitive ruling. All their concerns are the domain of the Commission on Audit. Ngayon, pilit nilang parang kurikong na palaging gusto nilang kalutin ang kalutin.
Okay. What are your premises for filing a petition seeking to declare the articles of impeachment null and void?
Well, that was noon kasi may mga grounds talaga kami. Pero ngayon, I am a lawyer kasi, ma'am, who does not telegraph my moves.
Okay.
Tingnan ko muna yung complaint nila.
It was actually a trick question. I thought you would fall for it.
Ano?
Okay. So, but how much can you tell us? I mean, where is this going, you think?
I hope this is going, the new impeachment complaint, I really pray that it is going to the wastebasket. No? And that because it does not contribute to the unity of our country, does not contribute to the gross domestic product. It will only add up to our division. It does not augur well to the health of the nation. So I do hope and pray that Makabayan, sana naman maligo sila bukas. At,
maligo?
Maligo para naman
You mean
bawasan yung kainit ng kanilang ulo doon kay BP Sara. Siguro kailangan lang ng
You
tatlong
might mean
paligo
tawas, magtawas.
Tawas? Wag naman. Baka iba yung implication, baka sasabihin nila, ma'am, na gusto ko lang ligo kasi masyado mainit
ang ulo.
Oo. Ayaw nilang atakihin yung ating administrasyon na grabe talamak ang korupsyon. Oo. Bawal ka magsali sa kanilang rally kung pro-Duterte ka. Akala ko pro-corruption, pero kung pro-Duterte ka, anti-corruption kami, pero bawal. Kaya kailangan na maligo para naman ma-relax yung kanilang kagalit kay BP Sara.
So yan mga kababayan, ano masasabi nyo? Talagang alam na natin kung saan patutungo ang hustisya. Si Sara Duterte ang pinag-iinitan nila at si Marcoleta, mga kababayan. Isang like, isang share po at isang subscribe. At i-comment po kung saan po kayong location nyo, anong lugar. At re-replyan ko po isa-isa. Salamat po na marami. Ako si The Wonders Philippines. For transparency, for a better democracy. Salamat po.